Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm in a different location because I'm filming a bit of a different video. It's a bit weird. I don't know if anyone will actually watch it, but I'm doing it. So the video today is just me completely ripping off Cindy Reads, basically. So recently she released this video that was like designing book websites or something like that, and I loved it. And I was like, wow, I can like Victoberize this and do a website for Jane Eyre. So I may or may not put this into Webflow and actually make it into a website, or I might just show you the mock-up I make of it on, what's it called? Photoshop. So yeah, I don't know what this video is going to be, whether I'm actually going to create a website or I'm just going to design one, who knows. But anyway, I'm going to be making my website about Jane Eyre, specifically the Vintage Classics edition. I'll put a photo of it here because that edition is aesthetic as heck, and I was like, well, if I want to make an aesthetic website, I might as well just use that edition. Anyway, I'm probably just going to do a homepage for this video because I can't be bothered doing all the like click on this and you get to this screen and click on that and you get to this screen. And also I have no idea what you'd actually put in for a book website for like what would be in the navigation bar of a book website? Like book, buy book, author, publisher. Like that's probably it. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go get started and talk to you later, I guess. Hi guys, welcome back. I have returned. I finished my mock-up for what this is gonna look like, my website would look like if I was to actually put it into Webflow and actually make it, but I'm not, so we're just looking at the version I made on Photoshop. So let's get to it and I will show you what I have created. So here I've got all of my like sections of the page together. I really like the blue theme. I went for like a undertone of blue with like red on the top, like for the flame thing, and I didn't really like it, so I ended up switching the flame PNG I had, changing it from like a normal blending option into like an overlay. If you use Photoshop you'll know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I kind of just ended up overwhelming it with blue. I don't know how I feel about it now, looking at it. I don't know how I feel about it, but it's what I chose. So we're just going with the ridiculous blue theme. Okay, zooming in and going up to where you'd open the page. So you'd open the page and you'd get this lovely quote of, "I am no bird, no net ensnares me. I am a free human being with an independent will." And there's not much to this other than the flame effect in the background. So if you guys watched like the speed replay of me making this and you saw the flame when it was red and liked it better when it was red, let me know, because I'm just having an emotional breakdown over like whether I should have gone all blue or not. So then with the navigation bar, I wasn't really sure what like tabs I should put, but I wanted to put a navigation bar in there because there always should be a navigation bar. This is 2019 people, we need our navigation bars. So I just kind of whipped in film adaptations, books, history, and contact us. I don't know who us is, but it's probably Penguin actually, I don't know. So then going down to the second section of my website, I don't know how I feel about the really light blue and the white of the text. I do want to keep the text white, and I do like the pale blue, but I just feel like the text doesn't stand out enough on background. I did put a drop shadow in this text block, but I didn't really like it. Also, for these images, I put in like really quick like summaries of like, who are you, Jane Elliott, Jane and the Gypsy Woman, and I had a terrible nightmare. But if I was to actually put this into like Webflow, I would probably put quotes from the books in these sections, and I would probably animate the little handles, like, you know, these things, the white bits going out from them, and then the text appearing next to it, so that it would like look all cool when you scrolled past. And then when you like scroll down, they would like go away. It would be cool, okay? It would be cool. And then I just kind of whipped in a summary of the book that I stole from the internet. This section here is like a summary I stole. I can't remember where I stole it from. I think I stole it from Goodreads? I don't know. And then I put in the quote, I would always rather be happy than dignified, which was the one I was debating for putting up here. And then going down to the next section. So in the next section I did a little biography section of Charlotte Bronte, and this is the section I'm probably least happy about. I really liked the layout I originally had in my head for this, but originally I had something else on the side to balance out the text, because it is kind of to one side, and I do like the fact that it's to one side, but it needs something to balance it out. But because I've got this flame in the background to tie it to that top layer, because it's the same flame, it looks like you can't really put another element into the section without it looking cluttered and being unable to read it. And I also don't like this section because the text is just really dense, and I feel like people will not be bothered reading that. But I also didn't want the text to go above the portrait of Charlotte Bronte, because then it would look, in my mind at least, a bit weird. I don't know. So that's probably like my least happy section. The section I'm least happy with. Also, the drop shadow I put in doesn't look good at all. At all. It looks really bad. Like, you can just see it, and you shouldn't be able to see a drop shadow unless like you want the drop shadow to be seen. And yeah, I don't know. But I needed the drop shadow to go against the flame background, and then I just couldn't be bothered editing it properly. So moving on, because that's just a horrible section. Moving on to the final section, which I'm kind of proud of, kind of not, is the call to action section. So I just whipped this together really quickly, but for the speed that I put it together with, I'm actually quite happy. I did a justified to the right text block, which I quite like because it kind of draws your eye to the book, which is what we're trying to sell. And I had to look up for a really long time. Like, I was going all over the internet looking up whether or not this edition of Jane Eyre was actually a Penguin edition, because it doesn't actually say it on the Book Depository website whether or not it's a Penguin edition or not. So I was really confused, and I wanted to put a logo at the bottom of the page, but I didn't know what to put, so I ended up just whipping Penguin in there. I'm like 99% sure it is a Penguin edition, but can someone confirm or deny for me, because I'm not, there's still that 1% that's like, did I just whip in the wrong logo? Who knows. Also, in this section, I do like Jane being overlaid on the side, but I don't know if it works with this particular layout. I think if you took her out, it would look like even more professional, I don't know. Also, she's the only like photo element of this entire thing, because these are paintings. Other than the flame, she's the only like proper photo, and it feels kind of weird to add that in at the very end of the page, not to incorporate it sooner. Anyway, that's my website design. It took me like 3 hours this afternoon, so I feel like for a 3-hour like whip together, it's not that bad. But yeah, tell me what you think. Tell me if you think I should have gone with that blue theme, and tell me if you think I should just remove the picture of Jane at the bottom of the page, because the more I look at this, like while I'm talking to you, the more I'm like, that shouldn't be there, that does not work. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in another video. Au revoir.